studied physics. I wanted to be a physicist. I actually studied plasma, and my dream was I'll work on fusion so that the world will have endless supply of energy. I'm still waiting for it. Luckily, I was not smart enough to follow that path, so I had to get out. No, but I always was interested in social issues. How do you help society become better? How do you help the poor and so on? So I dabbled in various ideologies and ideas, taught myself economics and a little bit of sociology or whatever. At some point, my options were I can stay. I was in software, like everybody and their grandmother ends up in software. If you don't get a job, you become a software developer. But I figured, okay, at some point I have to make a decision. My choices were either I can work in Washington, D.C., some think tank and so on and so forth. Or my friend started an NGO in Delhi. So we decided, now it sounds like a big move, but at that time we thought, okay, just pack your bag and move. It's an eye-opener how messed up our cities are. You know, it's a huge mess. I'm saying this with sadness, not with any happiness. It's a huge mess, and every seminar I sound like an old man now. We are underestimating the problem, right? The problem is it's not like you're a bad man, she's a bad woman, I'm throwing garbage or I'm pissing behind the tree. These are all superficial, small problem. Rich people, poor people, our systems are a big mess, right? And I know you have a lot of questions. I'll just conclude that any seminar you call me, right? I tell people, I'll say my word and then I'll answer your question. I'll just say this because in my opinion, this is a basic problem. We are an upside down democracy, right? For whatever reason, world developed from the ground up. So San Francisco in 1800s, they won't know who the president is. Lincoln, Ivana, Avana, they have no idea. But they'll know who the mayor is. You don't pick up my snow, I won't vote for you type, right? So the cities grow from the ground up. 99% of our average person's problem is local problem. Dog problem, tree problem, sewage problem. You are not worried about Timbuktu, foreign relations with Timbuktu, India, Pakistan, you don't care. Okay, because we don't have any ground level activity, we worry about India, Pakistan, China, what is Putin thinking today? Because you have no power to do anything on the ground, right? Something tree has fallen in front of your house, you will spend 2 hours figuring out who to talk to, who to call to, because it's easier to think about Putin and Xi than worrying about your local problem, right? We were directly or indirectly, believe it or not, we were able to restore 245 water bodies in Chennai. It's probably a Guinness Book of World Record. We don't talk about it. We got an award and some time back and we forgot about it, okay? If you go to Villivakkam Lake today, okay, it's a sewage place. It was meant to be, oxidation pond. Today if you go there, you will see fancy birds landing there, etc. So the point I'm trying to make is that in our system, doing the first thing is near impossible. You cannot do it. You just can't do it. Second one is easy. You do one water body restoration, you can do 100. You do one plaza, you can do 100 plaza, right? So smart cities contribution, limited contribution is doing some of these fundamental things. So that electronic layer, etc., all based on the foundation of democracy, right? So these are just technocratic, smart city, green city, dumb city, whatever you want to call it. These are just technocratic pieces to support the democratic foundation, right? So smart city in itself has no meaning. You can change the name, you can call it whatever you want, I don't care. You can have 10 people, 100 people. There's no meaning. We are just technocrats trying to help, all of us, many of us here are technocrats, right? She'll talk about finance, she'll talk about carbon, technocratic help, right? But all this is simply tools and mechanisms to achieve the democratic aims. So if we get the democratic aims correct and the political will correct, technocracy will follow.